Okay, very windy, so I'll probably have to replace this audio. But you can see these are the tomatoes that I put in the ground. They're all starting to fall over, so they all need tying up again. They've only been in 2 weeks, so this will be interesting. You can start to see some of the celeriac coming good after being nipped by the frost. Others a little bit further behind. The main reason I'm here today, though, however, is shallots. Lots and lots of shallots. If I bring you over to this bed, this was the more recently planted one. As you can see, they've all split, fallen over and are ready for harvest. And the old bed, well, what you can see in amongst the weeds and the grass is all ready to go as well. So I'm going to lift all these and show you the harvest that we get. Once I'm done, these beds will be dug over and prepared, topped up, probably for beans of some description. I just want to show you these as well. These are Red Lake dwarf beans. They have beautiful pink and white flowers and produce pink and white pods. I think of a cross between a borlotti and a green bean. It's borlotti colouring, green bean shape and size, and a couple more weeks, maybe a month, we'll have our first harvest of those. Really looking forward to them because apparently they're very tasty. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute once I've emptied that lot. Right, just a quick tip. Shallots are fairly shallow rooted, but you still don't want to pull them up by the foliage because it's weak and will fall over. So really stick it underneath. It'll be fine. Pull up very easily. The only time it won't is if you misconstrue, for example, like I have, you allow weeds to grow, grass for shallots. So you've loosened the shallots and you've gone to pull it up and it won't pull out. It's probably you've got hold of a piece of grass that's well rooted rather than an actual shallot. They're generally very shallow rooted and easy to lift. Right, I'll bring you back in a moment once I've finished lifting them. And here we go. This year's harvest. I mean, there's a lot between the two. You know, it's a 25 litre tub. That's almost full. That one's bigger, probably 30 to 35 litres, and is full. What I'll do now is I'll lay them out on racks to dry. That won't take long for these shallots, maybe 2 weeks tops. I'll trim the tips and then I'll sort them into size. Due to the funny weather we had, we had that huge hot dry spell followed by the rain. A lot of the autumn planted ones haven't done very well. You've got very small sizing, which has its pros and cons. It means that I'll be spending a lot of time pickling the small ones. Yeah, I'll grade them all. To be honest, it's partly my fault. I planted them quite late in the autumn, so they didn't have a chance to really establish properly to survive the onslaught of the extremely unseasonal weather. So I'll probably plant these a bit earlier this year, end of September-ish, that kind of time, and hopefully they'll have more fortitude to survive an inclement spring, and hopefully this spring won't be as bad. Either way, should have plenty for replanting next year. Shallot sets are very expensive, so forewarned, it's well worth retaining some of your own sets to plant next year, even if it's only the smaller ones. If they're given the right conditions to grow and bulb up, then you'll still get a good harvest from them. Alternatively, seeds, I'm going to do both sets and seeds next year. I could not for the life of me get seeds to work this year, but I've been given some tips from Liz. That's Liz Zora by the farm. I'm hopeful that next season I'll put these ones in as overwintering, and then I'll sow some spring shallot seed, and we'll have a double harvest, hopefully with some nice big plump shallots. That's it for me this time. I'll bring you back in a few more days. I've got some work to do, things like tying in and side shooting tomatoes, all the normal sort of routine day-to-day jobs that you get in a garden, but I'll bring you that back for those in a separate video. Until the next one, I'll see you then.